Many of the parks in Beijing have been here for centuries. Beihai is the largest and most well-known in the city. The lush royal gardens are said to be more than 800 years old and have been maintained through the rule of 4 Chinese dynasties. Deep inside Beihai Park is an even greater find, a restaurant specializing in cuisine favored by the families who first ruled China. Fang Shen is a grandiose restaurant adorned with ornate gold trappings and a waitstaff that's emblazoned with emperor's attire. Walking into Fang Shen restaurant is awe-inspiring. You enter private dining rooms by walking through an interconnected series of royal courtyards. The imperial presence in Beijing cultivated elaborate and exotic foods, and the cuisine of the Ming and Qing dynasties of some 600 years ago are the basis for much of the Chinese food served today. Imperial dining is considered a rare and indulgent experience. I've invited 4 students from Beijing University, majoring in history and English, to experience this dinner with me.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
How you doing?
Hi.
Obviously, this is a special occasion for everyone, right?
Yeah.
First time to eat in such a fabulous, royal place. I'm from Shannon. You know Confucius?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, hometown of Confucius.
Oh, Confucius' hometown.
It is famous, and also it is famous for the food there.
Unusual ingredients and elaborate presentation are the key components of imperial cuisine. These dishes are often regarded as the best examples of authentic Chinese food. Imperial food is most often eaten banquet style, and you order from preset menus of 8, 10, 12, even 36-course dinners.
I think this might be the largest Lazy Susan I've ever eaten at.
An expensive staple at Chinese banquets, shark's fin is a relatively bland dish that's seen a resurgence in popularity lately. The shark's fin itself has a vaguely musty seafood smell and a fibrous texture, not everybody's cup of tea. While it's considered controversial to eat the fin of the shark in some countries, it's still served throughout China.
The shark's fin is very gelatinous, but this is really good shark's fin because you can actually taste the dried, salty goodness. A lot of times, shark's fin is rehydrated and all the flavors cooked out of it. This is some good shark's fin.
Sea cucumber is another Chinese delicacy. The ugly sea creature is found on the ocean floor, and it's firm and slippery even after it's cooked. Typically, it's braised and served alongside mushrooms, leafy greens, or poultry feet.
That's a good sea cucumber. It's very soft, it's very mild. I've had some big, nasty sea cucumbers in my day, seriously.
Next, a royal food that I've always wanted to try, camel paw. But it's not as recognizable as you might think.
I'm just gonna go out here on a limb and say that this is camel.
It's not a camel.
We have
That's camel. Touchdown!
Camel paw is definitely an acquired taste. It has a unique jellied texture, funky smell, and gamey flavor. It's served braised and sliced, and the little bones and cartilage are removed from the meat, so it's one beautiful gelatinous bite.
Dude, that's strange. It's like gelatin. Well, it's salty. It's got a lot of good soy sauce on it. It's salty. It's funky. It's like, that's like chewy camel jelly. I mean, every once in a while, I confront a food that is crazy even for me, and I think that might be it. I mean, braised camel paw, that's as strange as food gets.
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff is funky.
Yeah, this camel paw is kind of very strange.
Yeah.
It tastes very strange.
Thank you. Finally, somebody.
They say up to 2,000 employees would be involved in food preparation and serving of imperial meals for former dynasty rulers. This 21st century version is no less grand.
Cheers. Thank you so much. This was wonderful. A great way to cap off a fabulous day in Beijing. Cheers.
China's political history has shaped this country's climate for perseverance and change. From the arts to the economy, the People's Republic of China has seen a surge in nationalism and a commitment to restoring its position as a world leader. While progress is on the collective mind, when it comes to food, many locals go for what's familiar. There's still some old-fashioned restaurants that cater to what natives call old Beijing-style cooking. In many ways, Lo reminds me of the Chinese restaurants I visited growing up in New York City. There's the classic gold decor, a busy scene, and a lot of to-go orders.
One of the appeals of the food here, both to old and young, is that it's all snack food. Smaller portions, simple plates, the type of food that can be eaten in between meals, which always gets me excited.
I ordered a bevy of dishes, from pig stomach to the house special tofu dish.
For people that think a Chinese meal is all based on stir-fry dishes, you may notice that there's not a single stir-fry dish here on the table.
This is a poached tofu with something unusual for this culture: tomato sauce. Tomatoes are becoming increasingly popular today, especially in southern China.
That's amazing. The difference between bean curd over here and bean curd back home is night and day. Almost every restaurant here is going to either make it themselves or get it from a vendor who does nothing every morning but make fresh bean curd. This is only a few hours old. It's just silky and smooth with a lot of tofu flavor. Wow, that's nice.
Most people don't associate Chinese food with lamb, but it's fairly common fare in the northeastern part of the country.
I'm almost going to say that this is more of a mutton. It's a little old, it's a little gamey. This definitely tastes like lamb. I'll tell you, oftentimes in the West, they're butchering lamb earlier and earlier and earlier to have the taste of the flesh be as mild as possible, not greasy, not gamey. There's something pretty refreshing about tasting real lamb.
The inside and outside of the pig's stomach lining is braised and served with a Middle Eastern-influenced sesame sauce called tahina. Many Middle Eastern foods came to China along the northern spice route.
Wow. If I fed this to you with your eyes closed, you'd swear it was cold noodles with peanut sauce. That dish may look frightening, but the taste is absolutely fantastic. Wow, good sauce.
Pig's ear is always an interesting appetizer. I've had pig's ear cold and diced, but this is sliced very thin, roasted, chilled, and served with soy sauce and vinegar.
That's clean, it's fresh tasting, porky, it's got that nice little edge of skin, and you can see when you hold it up to the light, all the different pieces of meat and cartilage and chewy goodness that's in there. Tremendous flavor.
Daoji is the liquefied version of stinky tofu. It's essentially the byproduct from mung bean paste that's been fermented for months.
Let's see what happens here. Oh my God. This is disgusting. Oh. It smells like sauerkraut soup, which I find very appealing because my ancestry is German. But when you taste it, it has the flavor of rotted vegetables. Thousands of years ago, this soup was very popular. And it was for a long time, until people found there were other foods in the world.
Lo is an adventure. Tastes have evolved, but plenty of Chinese still crave the mixed creations and flavors of old Beijing.